Welcome to Panther Games. If you're listening on audio platforms such as Apple Podcasts and Spotify, links are in the bio below.
Feel free to leave a review and let us know what you guys thought, and if there's any ways we can improve, or if there's anything you guys just want to hear more of. Enjoy the episode, guys.
Thanks. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 31st episode of Pandtha Talks.
Hello.
And for some reason, Panda, our fucking pictures had switched around again, so I had to fucking switch the names again.
Yay!
Fucking hate this system, man.
This is also like version 5 or something of attempting to record this. I don't know.
Yeah, my headset had an update, which fucked with my NVIDIA broadcast and everything else, apparently. It took a great time.
Bob died.
Yeah, Bob died. Dave shot himself.
We must say goodbye to Bob on this fine day. He's no longer with us.
But
anyway, Rory.
Yeah, we have some interesting things this week.
So you claim, however, I feel like you're just going to make me cry again.
There's actually one bit of good news.
Well, there's one. It's the same bit we're on about it. I think it's just funny rather than good.
No, it's the one thing you don't know about yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's quite actually interesting. But I thought I'd just quickly bless you. I thought I'd just quickly go over what's actually happened over the last week in regards to our video. One of our videos got struck down by TikTok again.
No,
as it does.
Surprise.
Except it was the most. It was the most bizarre one though that got struck down.
What's that?
The one where we was giving advice on how to protect people's systems.
Ah, yes. Let's stop people from saving themselves.
Yeah, let's just prevent cybersecurity. Heck that. It's honestly been the most bizarre week I've ever known in regards to that, but hey, it's at least all progress past. But it's been a weird week for Rockstar, really. As we've both looked into a bit and found and had quite a chuckle about. But I'd first like to cover the shit show that is Overwatch 2.
That's a shit show indeed, man.
I'm going to do the usual. Share my screen. There we go. So, Overwatch 2 has come to Steam as a free-to-play, apart from the DLCs. Which, by the way, might I add, is fucking ridiculous. And
before you say anything particular, why don't you just highlight that red text right there?
I want to, but I first just want to point out it's been out for 2 days. And it's got 10% positive out of 72,550 reviews. Which, by the way, I checked this half an hour ago and it was 70,000. Let's do a quick F5 refresh. No, then nothing more. Let me just try doing this. No. Right, so we're capping at the moment at that. That's fine.
Probably only updates like every hour or something.
Oh, probably. But I thought we'd just quickly look at this because they have over £70 in fucking DLC.
I'd like to point out though, from those DLCs, you've got like 2 versions of one DLC. Because it's the Invasion bundle and then the Invasion Ultimate bundle and then the Hero Collection and then Complete Hero Collection.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of that?
Just realistically, you just get that one and that one.
Yeah. So like, just make it one DLC though. Don't be scummy like that.
Exactly.
Wait. Hover over all the DLCs. I saw that one had negative.
Negative. Very negative. Overwhelmingly negative. Overwhelmingly negative. Actually, they just get worse the higher you go. 47, 264, 728, 1006.
Oh dear.
That's fucking impressive. So, I thought we'd just quickly read a couple of these reviews, because they're quite funny. Porn so good they made a game out of it. The porn has better lore than this. Good porn, bad game adaptation. It's mostly porn, to be fair. Oh, this is better. Team Fortress 2.
Who's Jeff?
I miss Jeff. Literally respect to the not safe for work artists that kept this game alive to this day. More like Overwatch 0.5. New game with missing features from the original. Might be a free game, but I wish I could refund the time spent on it.
0.1 hour, by the way.
Yeah. Oh. Bad game, good porn. There's just so many. I saw this one. This guy listed 50 games. And I'm just going to slowly go down just because people want any good games. Feel free to pause and have a look at them. And this is what he said at the end. 50 games of varying genres, roughly around the same price range of a $15 PvE. The more pricey games are in the range of around $40 Ultimate Watch Point Pack in Overwatch. If you can afford Overwatch PvE, you can afford one of these great games. If you're willing to drop $20 for a skin for a single character, they don't even have unique animations, just slightly different voice lines, you can drop $25 on Risk of Rain 2.
That's crazy, man.
I respect this guy for going out of his way to do that, to be fair. The people who make Overwatch porn work harder than the people who make Overwatch.
Yeah.
Oh. They forgot to add content for 3 years.
Yep.
They should make a sequel that includes the whole PvE experience we were promised with the skill trees and call it Overwatch 2. It's just, the entire community is basically going fuck off.
That's crazy, man. And like, no one wants to touch the game because most of these reviews have such a small amount of time played.
That is my favourite review now. Welcome to Steam, Blizzard. Here are all the honest reviews. This is the reason, though, like, why Epic Games was so afraid. Because they don't have a way to review games, so many games jumped over there. Press yes if you're returning to Team Fortress 2. Just a casual link to Deep Rock Galactica. Oh dear.
My goodness, that person wrote a storybook.
Yeah, they do. I refuse to read them sometimes, they're a bit too much. Okay. But yeah, there's basically a lot. And to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go, just adds it all up. Wait. What's this link? Blizzard Entertainment controversies
Rory.
and legal dispute.
Rory,
Yeah?
what did we talk about last week?
About what?
Clicking on links.
Yeah, that's why I refuse to click on it. But what I can do instead... Here we are. Blizzard Entertainment versus Valve. Oh, that'll be messy. Shortly after Valve trialed its trademark for Dota to secure its franchising rights for Dota 2 and Dota All Stars. Let's see.
Rory, why is that page so bright?
Blame Wikipedia, man.
I have actually had to like go off of Discord.
Give me a second.
See, with Opera, you can just force start page. It's great.
I know, but I don't use Opera for sort of stuff. Ah, that's sad. There's no CSS in there. But yeah, basically just going through all the fucking... To be fair, Blizzard have been involved in a lot of fucking controversies and payments. Private servers, StarCraft privacy and other lawsuits, privacy controversy for Unreal ID, an industry against Blizzard, King's Diversity Tool controversy, Hearthstone ban and Hong Kong protests, Freecraft, Founder Electronics infringement, California Department of Fair Employment and Housing. And then they went
They're
up
not
against
having
Valve.
a good time.
No, don't go against Valve being like a major starting point. That's just like the dumbest thing you can do. But, anyways, yes. Overwatch 2 is a clusterfuck, and I don't see it improving anytime soon.
I mean, it would take a lot, as in it would take about 60,000 positive reviews just to make it even.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. It's going to be a fun time to just sit and watch that game slowly burn.
I
And
mean,
probably removed from the storefront.
Oh man.
I mean, just let's be honest. It's been out for 2 days. It's already got 72k reviews. 10% positive, so 90% of those are negative. What are the chances that Blizzard, with all the controversy they go through, are going to turn around and go, "Yeah, let's keep it on Steam"? They're going to want to hide that shit if they can. It's so dumb, though. So fucking dumb.
That's rough, man.
So, we'll move on. Rockstar have announced that on August 17th, the amazing game Red Dead Redemption, the first one, and its horror companion Undead Nightmare arrive together for the first time on the Nintendo Switch and modern PlayStation systems. Now, I'm going to kind of tell you the truth about this. They arrive on PlayStation Switch and the PlayStation 4, but not the PS5. This is not a remaster. This is not a remake. This is just the original game all over again. But here's a fun one for you. How much do you think they are charging for this game?
Wait, so hang on. It's not even like a proper remaster, and they're just
It is
re-releasing,
not.
basically.
They are basically just releasing it on these platforms. The original code, the original game. Nothing changed.
What?
Yeah. Now take a guess at the price.
With the way
Considering,
you're getting on about it, I'm gonna guess like 40.
well, I'm gonna just put this across. Red Dead Redemption 1, released in 2010, right? You could probably pick it up back during that time for, if I was to take a wild guess, you're probably talking about £30 in 2010. They're selling it for $50.
$50. So basically
$50.
£40.
Yeah. They're charging like more modern prices for a game that they've not updated in the slightest. They've just made it work on a new platform.
I think it was originally $30, possibly.
Alright, so that'd be about £25.
Possibly that.
I did say to our community manager, because I was talking to them about it the other day, and I did say how I believed it to be in the range of £25 to £30 when it released originally.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they're planning to charge that much. So I'd just like to follow this link here, and we can take a quick look. $49.99 on Nintendo eShop and PlayStation Store, with physical release arriving October 13th.
Undead Nightmare is DLC for Red Dead, isn't it?
Correct. But if you actually read there, coming to the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 for the very first time in a single package. That's it. That's the only reason that it's like major. Because Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare are both already on PS4, just not in a single package.
It's actually still even more expensive because apparently it was $10 for the DLC. So that would have made the base game plus the DLC $40 for probably 32 to £35.
Yeah.
And you're going to be paying $50 or £40 for this.
Yeah.
Which means you're paying more than the original price. And 13 years later, for if it's the exact same game,
It is.
you'd be expecting to pay a lot less.
It's, to be honest, it's mental. But I'd like to tackle another reason why this is actually a negative, because it turns out there's multiple issues with this.
That's lovely.
Do you remember?
The code's not going to function correctly?
Well, do you remember when they decided to remaster the early Grand Theft Auto games on PC and platforms recently? And it turns out it was the mobile code that they used.
Yeah. Didn't we discuss that as well?
Yeah. Well, obviously, as we know, it's because they got a really small company to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not made by Rockstar.
Huh?
This is not going to be done by Rockstar. It's done by a company called Double 11. Now,
is that the creators of Minecraft Dungeons? Question mark.
yes, Double 11 have made such amazing industry pushers, such as being supporting studios on Minecraft Dungeons, Fallout 76. There's another. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure.
What's going on with games, man? Why is this what's happening?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I came across this recently. Yeah. Pardon me. Alright, here it is. Additional details. It's a port, neither a remaster or nor a remake. Runs on PS5 and PS4 Pro at 4K 30 FPS. Apparently, the game will probably not go above 30 FPS.
Jesus, man.
No PC release.
$50 for a game that doesn't go above 30.
Doesn't include multiplayer.
Yeah, what? What's the point of getting this?
That's my fault. Ah, here we are. Double 11 are supporting studios on Fallout 76, Rust Console Edition, Minecraft Dungeons, Crackdown 3, Limbo, and Little Big Planet's PlayStation Vita.
Dude, I never played Crackdown 2. That was such a game.
Crackdown 1 was great. Crackdown 2 was good. Crackdown 3 was fucking appalling.
I never played 1 or 3. I only remember playing 2, and it was just great fun just running around doing shit.
Oh, 1 was phenomenal. But yeah, that's what's going on with Rockstar and Double 11 there.
I don't know what's going on with Discord about it, but I'm getting a loss.
I'm not at the moment.
It literally just stopped when I said it. I don't understand, man.
Ah, well. Well, I love Red Dead Redemption 1. I love Red Dead Redemption 2. So I find it fucking bizarre that they're just porting it, considering it's one of the most beloved games. And I think it was only just 2 weeks ago that I was talking to you about how what I wanted with Red Dead Redemption 2, right at the end of the game, to just be given a DLC that I'd pay for, and it'd bring me Red Dead Redemption 1 into the Red Dead 2 engine.
Yeah.
Like, I'd fucking love that.
First game right after the second game.
Yeah. I'd have fucking loved it. And now
here's what you got instead,
for
Rory.
free.
Have fun.
Yeah.
They're not even putting any like time or effort into that. They're just like, well, here you go. $50, please.
Yeah. And they're getting a smaller company to do the work on it. Middlesbrough. I'm pretty sure this is in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's fucking mental. Apparently I'm around 80 miles away from them.
That's it. That's your location compromise.
Yeah, just draw an 80-mile circle around Middlesbrough.
Yep.
He's somewhere in here. Good
How
luck.
much ground is that to cover?
80 miles squared. Fucking hell.
So.
Oh, that'd be a fucking challenge to find, wouldn't it? It's 80 miles is just the radius of it, of the circle. So you're talking you need the full fucking diameter, which is 160 miles squared.
Fucking hell,
That's gonna be fucking ridiculous. Well, it's not even square because it's not square; it's circle. But anyways, we're not here to do math. Don't ask me math questions. So, we have. This is the good news I've got for you, Will.
man.
It's actually surprisingly good. Rockstar Games have announced that CFX.RE, the team behind the biggest Rockstar roleplay and creator communities, 5M and RedM, are now officially a part of Rockstar Games. They actually hired the people who made the really big fucking Rockstar mods. Which is phenomenal to see that a company is actually going to be working closely with the modders. Reminds me a bit of Bethesda back in the days.
As great as that sounds, that makes me worry that they're gonna like. Well, I would say anyone who makes mods for a game, they have particular ways of doing it and links of time
Yeah,
that they like to take, and I feel like they're not gonna be lenient with that and let them take the time they need or do it in the way that they want, and they're just gonna end up ruining it.
that's my worry, to be fair. Because when you're your own boss with these sort of things, you've got a lot more freedom. When
Yeah.
you're hired by a company, you need to make sure you've taken all the steps to make sure that they cannot just suddenly change everything. I mean, it's like this guy said here. Rockstar actually working with modders instead of taking them down. It's a new era, and someone just put "hopefully, man," which is fair because at the end of the day, we do not know the details. This could be an
Yeah.
entire fucking service ploy to just silence them.
Yeah. But I suppose only time will give us answers.
That's the thing with it. But I thought I'd at least market it as good news because I mean, if it's good, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, sad times.
Mm.
But I would just like to tackle fucking Rockstar for a second longer, because they've done my head in with something else, and I still get angry about it. Red Dead Redemption 2. That multiplayer had fucking potential. But because it didn't bring money in as much as GTA Online did, they decided to fucking drop it like a bag of fucking bricks. And it's sad because it was actually really fucking enjoyable. Like, you know how they have premium currency and shit?
Yep.
This did, except you could find the premium currency or work to get it. And it wasn't actually that difficult to get. You just had to put the effort in. And I don't think Rockstar liked the fact that you could actually get quite rich relatively quickly. But then they left it to just get destroyed by fucking hackers and other scumbags.
Kind of them.
Oh, mate, it fucking riled me the fuck up, honestly. I didn't understand why they would leave it, considering it was a beloved franchise. But they don't care because they have their cash cow, GTA 5. What's for them to worry about?
Hmm.
And looking at it from a corporate point of view, I completely understand why they made the choice. Looking at it from a gamer's point of view, I fucking despise the choice. That's just kind of the way it'll always be in that regard. But yeah, Rockstar basically have got a few things that they need to fucking get worked out, and hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yeah, tell me about it. So a lot of rough things going that
Oh
they're
yeah,
involved in.
it's the exact same with Blizzard, with Overwatch currently.
Jesus. And
Uh,
Blizzard's just in a hole.
they are, until they can get purchased by Microsoft. I think they're going to remain in that hole. At that point, they'll
I
get
love how
told,
that's the
"No,
saving
bad."
grace. I love how that's the saving grace. Buy me, Microsoft.
Pretty much.
Save us from ourselves.
There was actually something I saw the other day. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Xbox P3 replies. Nope, not. Here it is. So, I have an issue with Fallout 76. I think most people do. Let's be brutally honest here. But I'd just like to cover something within regards to developers and people who are high up in corporate structure in gaming industries. For example, we've got Phil Spencer on one side, which is which is for Microsoft, the head of Microsoft. We've got Gabe Newell on another side, which is the head of Steam, and then for Sony, we've got Jim Ryan. Now, everyone already knows that Gabe Newell fucking plays games. Not because we ever come across him, but because every time you see him, he's on a fucking Steam Deck recently. Man's loopy. Jim Ryan, we've never seen touch an electronic device other than his phone, which is kind of sad. But Phil Spencer, I've always been curious about. Until this popped up on on my Twitter page the other day. So, someone found a guy called P3.
Did we not discuss this last week?
No. Weirdly not.
Did I watch this then? Think it was us talking about it? That's weird.
Possible.
But
yeah.
I saw this whole thing.
Oh, fantastic. So you already know what I'm about to discuss.
Yeah, I swear we talked about this, man.
Honestly, we didn't. It happened July 31st, but I didn't come across it.
It's freaky, man.
So, someone basically gave him a load of healing supplies in Fallout 76 because they came across someone called P3 and just thought, as a random possibility, it might be because Phil Spencer uses P3 as his tag on Twitter. Turns out, after everyone thinking it was, he actually responded. This was very nice of you, thanks. Heals are always welcome. Turns out, yes, Phil Spencer does sit and play games. Unlike certain people. Jim Ryan. Which is something I am a bit more... I'm happy about it, to be honest, because I think you need to be a part of the communities, like gaming, understand gaming from a point of view as someone who plays them, rather than just standing there as a fucking CEO.
Oh, I did see it in the TikTok because TikTok the guy said, "Shame you weren't playing a better game." But anyway.
Yeah, I saw that. That's how I found out about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't really see that as much nowadays with people actually trusting the systems they're selling, and so on and so forth.
I mean,
So
what better way to get a feel for how your game is and if it's in good condition or not by just playing it yourself?
exactly, exactly that. But it's good to see him actually playing a game and interacting with the community that he's kind of fostering. So yeah, I was just really happy to see this stuff actually going on, and it did surprise me a bit.
Also,
I
that
do
kind of
have
makes
to
me
admit.
wonder though about the games that have been released this year. Have they just had game testers just play their games and then tell them what's wrong and then attempt to fix them without actually playing the game themselves?
That is the
Like
usual method.
I get that's what game testers are for. But if you don't play it yourself, then you're not going to get a true understanding of what's actually wrong.
Yeah, well, what game testers are supposed to do? I know this because I applied to be one. So I actually worked on. I basically worked on trying to find out what I need to know, what I need to do to actually get a job as a game tester for a bit. This is when I was younger, so things might have changed a little since then. We're talking probably around 2016. I was looking into this. So, the policy that you'd have to basically follow is while you're playing through the game, you have to play through it once, then you'll have to play through it a couple more times, and you'll have to try and do bizarre things, like you do, Will, in any game you touch. But you then have to document everything you do. If you cause a bug, you document it, and then you have to reload a save just before and retry to get the exact same bug. Try and recreate it. Then you have to document that, yes, recreation of it does cause it to happen, or whether it was just a one-off bug, fluke sort of thing. And that is something that you have to document quite clearly. So I reckon what would probably happen from then was if a game tester sends you that information back, you would then end up trying to recreate that yourself, just like you said. Does the issue occur? Doesn't it occur? It would grab a lot better information and a lot more data for the game developers than if they were to try every single issue. That's my understanding of it, anyways.
I mean, all that makes sense, and
Yeah.
you can't expect the devs to test every single bug that
No.
happens reported. But then you've got to also wonder, look at the bugs we've been dealing with. Look at the state the games have been getting released as.
I just think that's them not caring at all.
Yeah, you gotta wonder like how little effort are they putting in to fix anything that's getting reported to them.
Well, that's the fucking worry, isn't it? It really is. So, as you know yourself, Will, I've started coming up with topics to discuss at the end of every episode.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give us a little something different. And obviously, most weeks I have one prepared. Last week I didn't. This week I was sat thinking about it and trying to think of something decent to discuss. And I couldn't really come up with anything major. So I was just sort of sat thinking about it through this episode and eventually came to the conclusion, what we're discussing here is kind of right about people needing to be a part of the community to get a decent understanding for the product.
Yeah.
And that is the truth. That's the same in most products. For example, a phone, or as the people I know who used to work at Apple stores used to say, they get forced to be a part of the ecosystem so that they basically are linked in there. As part of your interview to actually work at Apple, you need to admit that you own Apple devices and say which ones. And it basically requires you to get that in-depth knowledge of the industry and the situations that are ongoing in there. Now, I'd like to just push that one step further and discuss a studio that seems to be nailing everything recently. And that's Insomniac. Now, that studio have nailed Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. They have got Spider-Man Remastered, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and many, many more, to be fair with you. I actually just tried to pull it up, but my Steam decided, nope, you're hitting PlayStation instead. Here we are. No, it's still just put me to PlayStation. That's weird. But yeah, no idea who actually makes that. But yeah, those 3 games that they've brought to PC have all been successes. There has been no negative news regarding them games. And I'm not surprised because they were well built, they understood what the community wanted, and they went for it. They didn't take away from what people already know and what people loved about those sorts of franchises. Ratchet and Clank, it had been years since the last one, and it was even referenced a couple times in the game itself near the beginning. We were retired heroes. Do you think we're still up for this? You know, it's been that long between it, but they managed to get everything just right. There were some bits that obviously didn't land, same with anything, but they did well. And that shows care and love for the game and products they are creating. And I think that is something that we are drastically missing nowadays. Especially when you look at companies like Blizzard who just want to earn money. As sad as it is.
Yeah, I feel like that at the minute is most companies in the gaming industry.
You what, sorry?
I feel like it's most companies at the minute in the gaming industry. It sort of feels like they've just given up on making games, and now they're just going for as much money as they can.
Pretty much. It's bloody sad to think about, to be honest with you, but it is what they're doing. And there's so many of them that are doing it that the others basically look at any of the community and go, well, they're doing it, why shouldn't I?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you can't really argue with that. Other than to say, if they were to jump off a cliff, would you? Typical statement 101. Oh no, it's overall the industry at the moment is a bit messy, and honestly, I'm looking forward to next month. And hopefully things will be better then, because we have a hell of a lot of releases. Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to mention this week. I forgot about it. I got access to the Payday free beta.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, I played one match before it ended. Didn't get too long with it, but I thought I'd like to actually discuss it. Because, you know, it's... Payday's got like a fucking really big part of my life. And I do fucking hold that game close to my heart. So, Will.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions regarding Payday 3 that you'd like answering?
Everything. How was the? Did you encounter a cloaker?
I did.
How terrifying was he?
They're still screamy bastards that come out my nightmares.
Do
Any
you
other
have more
questions?
zip ties?
I believe so, yes.
Thank God. What about
Uh,
what's the story with a page resorter system? Is it similar? Is there
Still
a
the
page resorter
same.
system? Still the exact same, 4 tries, and that's
Yeah.
it?
But there is something different.
Yeah.
You know how at once upon a time in the game, the moment you were detected by a guard or something, and you weren't in a mask, you would
Oh
basically,
yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
yeah,
You don't just get like instantly detected now. They're like, hey, you're not supposed to be here.
yeah. Now they will do one of two things depending on whether it's your first or second time. If it's your first time, they'll walk you out of the area, meaning that the rest of your team can use that as a distraction to get past. Gets them out of
Yeah.
their area. If it's the second time, they will handcuff you. Now, only someone who has got their mask on can remove your handcuffs, and at that point you will be put into your mask instantly. But
Yeah.
they have made it so you are actually able to do a lot more while your mask is off. For example,
Yeah, I've seen that.
you can carry bags, you can pick locks, you can search files, and so much other stuff. I do also like the fact that you can actually take a human hostage, and it's a lot quicker to move someone rather than get them down on the ground, tie up their hands, get
Yeah,
them to
that was
stand
it.
up,
Can you
move
insist them?
them.
Can you like position them a lot better
A
as
lot better,
well?
yes.
Thank
It's a
goodness,
lot
because
nicer.
that's really annoying.
They seem to
They
have
want to just
a
shove everyone in a corner, and they're like walking 7 miles away before they lay down.
exactly,
You tell them to get down, and they walk to America and lay down. It's like where are you going, bro?
exactly.
Stop, come back.
It was a mess, but it's a lot cleaner now. The
I'm glad
environment
to hear.
reacts quite well to what's going on. Like someone threw a grenade in the because there were only one map to try. But someone threw a grenade in the hallway in one of them, and basically the hallway got affected pretty quickly.
Damn.
The game ran quite well, I found, but some people say otherwise. It's 50-50 depending on your hardware, to be honest with you. It runs in Unreal Engine 4, which makes it look gorgeous, to be fair. They have removed some things, though.
Such as?
Such as, you remember the old level up system?
Yeah.
Perk cards and also perk points.
Yeah.
Now it seems like you just level up by using, well, basically you've got like perk points, same as last time, but you have to do
Is it
criteria
like
to hit them.
chin skills, maybe?
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
got that. Then also, when you use a gun, you will earn XP for that gun to unlock
I
more
like
attachments.
I like that sort of system.
Yeah,
You have to use it to earn things for it. It makes
exactly.
sense. And it
It's
also
logical.
means you can't just like skip to the best version of a weapon. You have
Yeah.
to use it at its worst state, where it's just the bog standard weapon. It
What
means you get a much better feel for what you're using.
I fully agree. What I did find weird, on the other hand, you know how when you used to buy assets when you were loading into a match?
Yeah.
Yeah. They've kind of got rid of that.
Well,
I don't know how the
this
system works, but
this had
someone.
no handicap system.
Kinda. It was basically like someone. When I loaded up, I looked in the store and I saw that when I got to level 15, I think it was, I could buy a zip line. I don't know how that affects. I don't know.
What do you mean you could buy a zip line that you just walk
Like,
around with?
you know the one where it's placed in the match?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one of them. But I think that could have been just because there's only one map so far that they allowed us to play. But I'm not certain on that. They did make a few edits as well. Like, they've added a premium currency,
Of course.
which shipped me up because I thought, oh no, they're going to do microtransactions. And then I found out, no, it's not premium currency at all.
Is it like the Continental Coins sort of
A
deal?
bit. You basically transfer your dollars that you earn from robbing people, robbing banks and stuff, into this other currency, and that will allow you to buy certain things.
Ah. So
It
it's
just
like
takes,
if you were to take it from Payday 2 times, you'd have to pay like you could buy one Continental coin for a million, basically.
yeah.
Sort of deal.
Except
And then,
I think it's a bit more expensive than that.
oh yeah, no, yeah, I can imagine it's a lot different, but like I'm sort of using that as just like a quick theory.
Yeah, it's very similar to that. The other thing, they changed what the throw bag button is, and I hate
Oh,
it.
no!
They
What is
changed it to Q,
What? This isn't Minecraft.
and now if you hit G, you throw a grenade.
Oh no!
I threw so many grenades.
Do you think they did that on purpose so they could easily test
I think so.
the destructive environment?
I think so. They also, the dicks, rickrolled me within 30 seconds of loading in.
Damn, that's tough, bro. Sorry for your loss.
There was a fucking QR code on a wall right next to where I spawned. I turned around, scanned the QR code out of curiosity, and it was Rickroll.
Damn, bro.
Rick Astley, never gonna give you up. What a dick.
What?
The map was a lot more interesting. It also showed like a bit of information straight away, which was interesting. You have like a hacking phone on you at all times,
Okay.
which you can use for different stuff. For example, when do you remember the old you could tape a security camera by going underneath it? Well, with this you can do that at a bit of a distance, and basically you'll hack into it. You can look through that camera alone, and if you jump out of it, it'll be on your side for 30 seconds, but you can't do it again for another minute.
Seems very okay.
You'd think so, but because of the constant guards, it can fuck with you as well.
What do you
Plus,
mean it's on your side for 30 seconds?
basically, it doesn't detect you for 30 seconds.
Right, so.
I think it's 30. It
Is
could
that
be
like
15.
there's a minute cooldown per camera or per time
Yeah,
you can do
per
that?
time you use it. The other thing is there are different key cards. different colored key cards. So you got red, blue so far that I've seen, and those get you through different doors, as you'd expect.
Yeah.
There seems to be a lot more interaction with civilians as well. Like at one point, I saw someone who'd end up trying to do it stealthily. They kidnapped a civilian who was wearing a suit, looked like the bank manager, threw him at the vault, and it turns out he entered the password.
So can I go in and open a bank account?
Fuck off. Um, what else was there now? There was something else that was quite fucking weird. I remember it quite well because it fucking baffled me. I'm just trying to remember. The sliding mechanic feels nice-ish.
I don't understand why they're not sliding mechanic, but okay.
Neither do I. Yeah, you don't feel like you're being weighed down by 40 tons of fucking gold when you're just carrying a bag of money anymore,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Honestly, like, what it sounds like is they've just taken Payday 2, made new maps, some new features, and then polish everything else.
Pretty much. Oh, that was
Which
it.
honestly sounds perfect.
One of the gadgets I had was miniature cameras.
Right?
And basically, with these miniature cameras, obviously in stealth, you can use them to figure out where people are. Turns out you can also throw them at a guard and it'll attach to him, so you can figure out where he is. Which I think...
knocks out guard with miniature camera. What did you do?
That's the thing though, it doesn't knock him out. He continues to walk around and you can just see him, see his entire route while he's walking around so you know where he is.
Just get body cam POV, you know?
Honestly, that was just mental to me. It was such a cool little feature.
I
But
can't
the
wait to
maps...
be an absolute idiot. Just be like crouched in front of a guard standing there staring at me, just be like.
Well, this is the other thing. This game, as much as I am looking forward to it, obviously, I've bought the game on Steam, but I didn't need to. Because it's coming on Game Pass day one.
Damn. Day one.
Day one. Day of release, it will be on Game Pass.
Dude, that's not a bad price either. £35.
No. It's not bad at all, to be honest, mate. They're pricing Payday 3 really well.
Oh, it jumps up a lot for the additions.
Oh, yeah.
But base game isn't bad at all.
No. Trust me, I know they jumped up for the additions. Oh, I get it 3 days early. Nice. But yeah, I gotta say, fair play to them. Because I know how much of a struggle it was to actually get Payday 3 up and running. Oh, that was something that was a bit weird. It seems like you've got like a major weapon that you can call in if your meter's full, so to speak. I think that's how it works.
Kill streaks now, do you?
It's not a kill streak, it's like just a major weapon. But, like, they had a grenade launcher. I couldn't understand the big thing about it, but I kind of left that. Also, the game is online only. You cannot play it with an offline, if you are offline, which I am sad to say.
You still play single player, though?
You can still play single player. I couldn't because, well, it's private beta. Yeah. There wasn't really much there. But, yes, you can. The guns feel nice and play well. I do have to admit that.
I mean,
and you can
the
run around
online only makes sense. Who isn't like always connected to the internet these days?
Oh, exactly.
It's very rare that you'll have like an outage or something.
Yeah. Gotta say though, it was really weird not hearing Bane. It fucked with me a bit.
Do they have someone that instead of him, or like?
Yeah, it was a woman.
Oh.
No details on her, but she did say
I don't want
that...
a woman telling me how to make meth.
Oh dear.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean I want Bane. I want Bane.
Well, that's the thing. At the end of Payday 2's story, Bane died and then became the president. If you haven't watched the Payday 2 story, or at least played it yourself, enjoy. But I am intrigued by one single screenshot. And I'm just going to change my screen so that you can see this now. This is the screenshot that has had my interest since day one. Now, back. Just all this.
Yeah.
Lasers. Bloody infrared sensors. Cameras. That is going to be a hell of a mission. Oh, it's near Brooklyn Bridge as well. But no, I am ecstatic about this game. And the guns feel nice, it plays well. I can't wait to be Hoxton again. That's all I've really got to say.
Panda mask back. They better have it.
You what, sorry?
They better have my panda mask in there.
Well, they have 4 different stores in the game now. One of the stores is Gauge for weapons. Another is someone else for masks. Another is someone else for your trench coats. And the final one is for that currency. I believe, or skins, one of them.
They're doing season passes.
They're what?
They're doing season pass.
So they are. Oh wait.
But when
that doesn't really look like a season pass, mate.
But my confusion is the fact that with Silver Edition you get it for 6 months, and with Gold Edition you get it for a year.
Oh, Will, that's not a proper season pass.
Right, that's okay.
That's DLC. Do you remember how season passes used to be? Basically, you'll get DLC for so long. That's basically what this is. At one time a day, if you bought a season pass, it meant basically you were getting DLC. That's what this is. So the 6 months of season passes, that's the DL. You get 2 heists, tailor pack, and weapons packs for during that 6-month period. So whatever heists, tailor packs, and weapon packs released during that time, you get. Okay. The other one you get for 1 year. 4 heists, tailor packs, and
so basically, like they'll be getting released over that 1 year period, not
exactly.
Right, that's okay. That's okay. They had me worried.
Yeah, it's not like fucking Fortnite season passes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or at least it doesn't look to be as of now, so we'll see. But no, I am fucking ecstatic. As you can imagine. But that is all I've really got to discuss today. Unless you have anything, Will?
Have you heard any news of the Fallout 4 remaster?
I had heard something, but I've not researched into it to actually talk about it yet.
Fair enough. Maybe we can look into that for next week.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a plan.
I don't know. I don't think I have anything then.
Right, no problem at all. Well, in that case, we hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, please feel free to hit a like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment of what letter, Will?
No letter.
You said that last week.
I don't care. They're not getting one.
Okay, just
keeping
all
the letters for myself.
What about a number or a special character?
They can have a 7.
They can have a 7. Okay, there you go. Leave number 7. But no, we hope you've all enjoyed, and we will see you again next time, same time next week. Bye bye for now.
Thanks for watching, guys.